evening and good morning to those of you joining us from different parts of the globe. Autism Connect and myself, Minal Potnis, wish you all a prosperous, joyous, and healthy 2023. Welcome to the first edition of 2023. We look forward to meeting you each month, where together we will experience, explore, and participate. We aim to invite guests who are experts in their fields to share their experience. Ayana Face Yoga, a special technique of asanas or exercises that increase blood circulation to the 57 muscles of the face, the neck, and the scalp. Act on and stimulate the central nervous system, the brain, endocrine glands through facial muscles. The Ayana Face Yoga addresses everyone on the autism spectrum, for caregivers, for family and friends. We enjoy having you with us each month. Please continue. Today's topic is autism, face yoga, you in the workplace. Joining us is a very senior professional from the human resources field, Mr. Vinit Durve. Vinit, thank you for joining us, and we're really honored to have you with us.
Most welcome. Thank you very much for asking me over.
Yeah, our pleasure. It's going to be our pleasure. We will commence our 10 minutes face yoga capsule. Thereafter, I'll introduce Mr. Durve, and I'm going to hand him the floor, the entire floor, and we'll listen to his experience and advise his opinions. And I think it'll be enjoyable. I'm sure it will. Okay, so let's start with our yes, the yes, no, the face yoga yes. How do we do it? Exaggerated. Yes. Let's get into the mood. So open your mouth and yeah. One more time. The yes. Excellent. Now some of us need a little assistance. So what you can do is take your index fingers or take their index fingers, place them at the edge of the lips, the corners of the mouth, and yes. Let's do it again. Place at the edge of the corners of the mouth, place the fingers, press, and yes. One more time. Place, hold, yes. Excellent. Good job done. Welcome to those who have just joined us. My name is Minal Potnis. I am an evangelist. Going back to our ancient roots of yoga, we at Ayana Wellness reinvented face yoga for rehabilitation, mental health, anti-aging, stress, and augmented it for neuro rehabilitation. So quickly, 10 minutes capsule, and we hand over to our esteemed guest for this evening's session. Warm up. What I want you to do is be a rabbit. So sniff, wrinkle, and flare your nostrils. So what is it? Sniff, wrinkle, and Flare your nostril. One more time. Sniff. Be the rabbit. Wrinkle. And flare your nostrils. Some of us need a little assistance. So what do we tell them? Just sniff. Be a rabbit. If they can't do that, take your finger or take their fingers, place it on the side of one nostril and ask them to just breathe through your nostril a little hard. One more time, place. One more time, place. Take the other index finger, or you can place your finger on the other nostril, place and flare. Place and flare. Press, place and flare. Okay, so it's sniff, wrinkle and okay, that's a quick warm up. Now let's get down to exercises. The first one is the O. Open your mouth, ah, fold your lips over your teeth and smile. And smile. And relax. So you're going to open your mouth, fold your lips, and then we're going to count to 4. Ah, 1, 2, and relax. Some of us need help. So what you can do is open their mouths, ask them or fold their lips over their teeth. Okay. And just hold the position with your fingers like this or their fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. It's quite simple. Open the mouth. Take your fingers, place them inside. Fold the lips in and then count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. So it's ah, fold, 1, 2, and relax. Good job. Pat. Just pat. Pat your cheeks. Pat your chin. Pat your forehead. Excellent. Good job. Then the fun one, balloon. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill our face with air like a balloon. Perfect. Then you're going to take 3 fingers, place them on your mouth, and we're going to count to 4. So and relax. Keep breathing, okay? So fill your mouth. And relax. One more time. Fill your mouth with air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Some of us need help. So what you're going to ask them to do is just fill their mouth with air, place their fingers on their mouth and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. One more time. Fill their mouth with air. Ask them to fill their mouth with air. Press their fingers or your fingers over their mouth so the air doesn't get released. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Good job. Good job done. Next, take your palms, place them on your cheek, and smile. Close smile. 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 And relax. Place your palms on your cheeks, press, and smile. And relax. One more time, count to 4. So, press, smile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of us need help. So place their hands on their cheek or just place your palms on their cheeks, press and ask them to smile. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And relax. Perfect. One more time, please. Palms on your cheeks, press it and smile, and smile, and smile, and relax. Quick pat, pat, pat. Good job. Then we're going to take our 2 fingers, place them on your lips, and just press them inwards. And relax. So we're going to do this counting to 4. Fingers on your lips and press. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Again, fingers, press. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Somebody might need assistance. So place the fingers on their lips. That's it. Or take your fingers and just press their lips. Press them onto their lips. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Good job. And now we're going to look at the ceiling and we're going to say a yes. So what are we going to do? We're going to look up and yes. One more. Yes. Excellent. One more time. Look up slowly. Yes. Relax. Somebody might need help. Ask them to look up. Hold their chin as though pointing to the ceiling. Take your fingers or their fingers, place them at the corners of the mouth and yes. Excellent. Good job. One more time. Up. At the corners of the mouth and yes. Good job. So now quickly pat, tap on your nose, on your forehead. What do we do? On our eyes, on our scalp. The rain dance. Wonderful. Round and round. Pat, pat, pat on your eyes, on your cheeks, on your mouth, on your neck, up underneath your jawline, around your jawline, on your scalp. Good job. And we're all ready for our guest speaker. So I welcome Mr. Vinit Durve. Thank you, Vinit, as I said, for joining us. We look forward to hearing you share your experience, your opinions, and your advice. It would be of interest to those on the autism spectrum or are waiting to join the workforce. Mr. Durve has worn many hats, as you can see. One of them, very interesting one. I've met him so often, and every time he never repeats a hat, and so it's a very interesting first impression that you always get, the hats. So he has worn many hats in his professional career. He's been the senior director Kodak, MD of Zycom, a managing committee member of ICAP, that is the All India Cricket Association for the Physically Challenged, that was founded by late Padma Shri Ajit Wadekar. And Vinit is a man manager. He's seasoned in problem solving and very proactive for people's problem solving. That is a very important aspect. Be a professional or non-professional individual, trust me. His experience in startups, business, and HR consultancy, PTSD, counselor, and core interest in human resources is an advantage for autism spectrum at the workplace. I'm going to hand the floor over to you, Mr. Durve. And like I said, I leave it to you. You have to share with us. But before I do so, there is a word that we've been hearing quite often, neurodiversity. And with that, I hand, as they say, the mic over to you.
Thank you, Meena. Thanks a lot. Hello, everyone. My name is Vinit. Of course, people pronounce it in various different ways, but that's fine. I just have fun with my name because I permit them to do it the way they feel comfortable, because then I am comfortable to interact with them. And why do I say it? Because like some of us, I am different. I am not what generally is said to be the regular normal person. And this realization came to me much earlier in life. And that is what I wanted to narrate to you when I make this beginning of explaining to you why I term myself to be different from others around me. Even though I try to be normal as much as I can, but the differentiation remains. Of course, it has reduced considerably over time. And there have been improvements in me in terms of how I interact now and how I get along with people. But let me take you back in time when I was much smaller, much younger, years back. And by the way, I'm based in Mumbai, in India. And when I was a small child, that's when, you learn to read and write. And that's when I picked up the pencil for the first time. And remember, years back, goes back, what, 50 years back? India was just India, a country, not like what it is today, which is a big, huge giant in technology and engineering and medicine, which sends medicine of COVID across the world. At that point of time, it was just a simple, normal, underdeveloped country. And when like I was saying, when I picked up a pencil for the first time, I was stopped at home and told, that's not how you hold a pencil. And I was given the pencil in my right hand. And I looked around and I held it and it dropped. And so it went on. And whatever I tried to pick up, I would do it, you might have guessed, with my left hand. And everyone would make me do it with my right hand. And it wouldn't stay in my hand, it would drop. Whether it was a pencil, a pen, a ruler, a case of a soap cake, whatever. It would just drop from my hand. And so it continued. And well, it turned out that I was just plain left-handed. So that's me, southpaws. Yes, I'm one of the southpaws. Well, I am now proud about it because amongst us, we have 5 US presidents. Isn't that nice to hear? Who are southpaws? So that's nice, isn't it? At least makes me feel good about it. I mean, why not? At least we are different, but we are there. We achieved something. Some of us did. We'll get there. There is time, isn't it? So going forward, I became left-handed. And yes, so time continued. I started growing up. The second realization of being different came to me when I was in college and I wanted to learn a musical instrument. So what do I go and choose? I choose a simple Spanish guitar. And I go to the tutor and I tell him, I've come to learn a guitar. And he said, oh, very nice. Come, sit down. And he gives me a guitar to hold. And what do? I hold it the other way around. And he says, no, you're not supposed to hold it like this. This is the wrong way. And I said, but I don't know how to hold it otherwise. So I'm comfortable this way. That is the left side. I hold it in my left hand. And I press the strings with my right fingers. And that's when the tutor got mad at me and said, well, I don't have a guitar for you. You first go and buy one, get the strings fitted so that you, being a left-handed, can utilize that guitar for yourself and you keep it for yourself, but come and learn with me while I teach you on my guitar, my way. Those were trying moments. But well, you learn to enjoy your life. You learn to enjoy the way as it flows along and you move along with it. So I went about it, took time to learn, but I did that. And that's when the realization dawned upon me that I was left handed to the core. And there was no way that I was going to change it. And that's when I decided that I am not going to be anybody. I am going to be me. And that's my clear message to all of you good people there. You have to be you. Like I said, I am me. And we should be proud about it. And why not? So what? So we are different. So we stand out. We make ourselves different, which is good. We are noticed. Imagine being noticed, After some time, you start feeling good about it because you learn to appreciate it. I learned to appreciate it. And why shouldn't we? Nobody else is going to do it for us. So we might as well bask in the happiness which is self-achieved. Nobody's going to give it to us, correct? So let's do it our way. So, like I said, I'm a southpaw. And I align with all you good people there because I am different as well. Even now, Minal said when she introduced that I'm going to talk about workplace. Let's come to workplace. How does it apply there? How does it work? I know that no employer is ever, except for very, very advanced developed countries where the awareness is very high and there are regulations and there are government watchdogs who take care of you. Elsewhere, you have to really find your own slot. You have to really find your own comfort level, correct? So, at the workplace where I was, and you had computers that you started working on and your laptops, and earlier, we never had a mouse pad. We had the mouse. And that mouse had a long wire which was connected to the laptop or to the PC, right? And we used that when we were working on the computers. For me, I had to hold it in my left hand. And the controls had to be changed for me. You press the left button and the right button for the response of the mouse. I had to get it changed for me to operate on it. And that was always an effort to convince the IT guy to please do it for me, because nobody else is going to really agree to it. And they say, why are you so different? Why can't you just take what you get and use it? And I said, yes, I can, I could, but it slows me down. So if you do it my way, I will be up to speed, if not better, with all of you. And did that make sense? Well, not to all of them, but we try. Do we feel bad about it? No, we shouldn't. Why should we? Because we are actually communicating what we feel is right for us to do what is given to us to be done. And if we are going to do that, then we as well might do it the right way, the way we know it, how it is to be done. So, what is required to be done at the workplace, and how do we go about doing those things that are required at the workplace? Well, there is something very nice which is said in that article, which I read actually. It was from the of Association of Graduate Careers Advisory Services. And they have written a very good article regarding what and how things can work at the workplace. But not all what is written can rightfully be applied. It can and has to be based on where you are placed, what work you are doing, and how you are doing it. So, coming to all you good people, what might really be useful and workable for you could be, taking a job where you are permitted to walk around a little, taking a job where you can focus on colors, have colors around you, have pictures around you to distract you, and to ensure that you have a single issue on hand or a single thing to do on hand which you achieve and complete and get on to the next one, and not have a to-do list with you which might not necessarily work for you at the given point of time. So these are some of the things which come to my mind, which I think are workable, because there you're not forcing anyone or you're not really asking anyone to make any adjustments for you. Because when you ask for adjustments, then you're noticed and they say, oh, it's just, going to get us into too much of work, because somebody will have to do the work which is left undone. So what is happening? You are being looked upon as somebody who cannot really perform at the level which the others can. Is that true? I don't think so. I've gone through that. And I don't think I always challenged it. Because yes, I might be slower, but I will do it. I'll get there. I might not be as smooth or might not be as fast, but I will get there. And believe me, you can do it as well. Just believe in yourself and say to yourself, I will get there. And I'm sure that you will get there. Not saying it's going to happen overnight like this. It might take a little time, but it will happen. You will succeed. It's just believing in yourself. Just believe in yourself. Nobody else is going to make you believe. I don't depend on somebody giving me a sermon on how I should be or what I should be doing. I believe in myself. I look around, I read around, I fend for myself and decide on what is the correct path which will take me to the goal. Because there is no single path which takes you to a goal. There are always different paths, because when you have an obstacle on one path, what do? You look for another way around it, correct? You don't wait there, waiting for that obstacle to do. No, you don't. You move away. You create a path for yourself, or you look around and find a path on which you can reach the same goal. I hope you are all with me, and I hope you're following what I'm saying. I'm making it as simple as I can and narrating my own examples and my own experiences in order to make it simpler for you that I am not exactly you, but somebody like you, the Southpaw. Feels good to hear it, isn't it? But I feel good. I don't know. Barack Obama did when he was called that. He's a Southpaw. So it's a nice feeling. At times, I do meet up with my American friends who constantly keep referring to me as Southpaw. And I just smile. Good feeling.
It's a good feeling. I think beautifully put. Beautifully put, simple. Believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what age you are. If keep the goal that you want to go out into the workplace, you can do it. You're in the workplace, you can achieve a higher goal. That's the positivity that you're bringing in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because rather than being dependent on an employer or a mentor, it's more likely that you will come up and land up with a buddy, which is a much more acceptable system everywhere across the world, in all workplaces. A buddy system is much more workable and much more successful than having an employer who is constantly monitoring your activities and constantly handholding you and telling everybody around you, oh, I'm there watching him. You have to take care of him. See that, he doesn't need anything or he doesn't require anything. Then what is happening is you are being made to stand aside. Do you want to do that? No, then why be in a workplace? Then you might as well work from home, correct? You don't have to be in a workplace then. But if you have to be in a workplace, then somehow, to a greater extent, you have to be part of the group. So to do that, the best way is having a buddy system. And to have a buddy system, you can easily get into a buddy system because of your efforts, which are being watched. There will always be somebody or the other who will walk up to you and tell you, hey, you require anything from now on, just call on me, man. I'm there. Okay, just give me a call. You will hear this. And it's a feel-good factor for that person as well as for you. Because that person is showing everybody around that he's being your buddy. And for you, well, there is somebody whom you can call up and say, hey, I've got a little question to ask you. Can you help me with that? Because you will learn that you don't really require the buddy to do your work. You always have that at the back of your mind that there is a buddy there. So you will continue doing what you're doing because you know that when you get stranded, you can always call up your buddy and tell him, I'm here now. So what do I do now? Can you tell me? That's it. That's your confidence level, which will go up. Now, these are all my views, by the way. So you can have yours as well. And I respect all that, all the views that you all might have, which is fine. It's just that I got this beautiful opportunity to talk to all of you all and narrate to you what I think would be workable at workplace, as well as in our own personal lives, what does happen with us. Because in our personal lives, the acceptability of us being different is very quickly accepted. Relatives, friends, acquaintances, they very quickly accept us, Neighbors, they don't really look upon you as somebody very, very different from them. And they very quickly take you as part of them. The issue that comes up in this workplace, why? There are performance reviews, there are succession planning, there's leadership succession that has to be done, there is training, there is lateral movement, there are teamwork issues, there is productivity, team productivity to be looked at. So everywhere, whenever you are part of that group or team or department, then you are supposed to be the laggard. You're the one who will play the lead lag game, because it is what shall we say, indicative that it can happen that your team could lag behind because of slowness. But remember that the slowness might be because you are focusing on one issue at a time and completing it to perfection. There is no revisiting it because you have done it, which gets noticed later on completion of that task or that project. Remember this, and you might just recollect what I'm saying as being a success factor for you in the past, and you'll smile to yourself. Are you smiling? Well, go ahead. It's all yours. So I just feel that, these are all real life situations that happen with us. And just be happy, because that's the way forward. And just understand that if you believe in yourself, I'm not saying you're alone, the entire world is there with you. You're not alone. But to feel that you are capable and you are self-sufficient really helps everyone else to look at you differently and consider you as part of them. It brings you closer, as they say. It doesn't keep you apart. It doesn't make you go away somewhere. And I think that that's a much better way and much better uh, monitoring system that we should look at. I think those who are present and are attending to those with autism might have some takeaways from here. I'm not very sure, because you guys there are professionals at it and much better at what you're doing than I am, because I am just a counselor for PTSD patients. I do that work. And my experiences, which I have had during my counseling times, have been somewhat very near to cases and instances which I voiced right now, some of them. But they have been interesting, but nice. I mean, I wouldn't say that I have any complaints about those or any weaknesses there that I see, because I don't look at a weakness. I just look at it as what can be better. It is good, but can it be better? Can we make it excellent? So what is good can be better. Look at that. And you might just start thinking very differently. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderfully put, simple.
So
Look
Meena,
at yourself
over to you.
differently. Go workable steps, look ahead. And, my takeaway is believe in yourself. It doesn't matter which spectrum you're on, believe in yourself, baby steps, you can go forward. The concept of the buddy system, I mean, we hear about it a lot in the workplace, but when you're talking about diversity, inclusions, bringing this forward, especially when we're talking about autism spectrum, I think it highlights a point which you don't really think about.
Yeah, true. True, Meenal, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I just put the whole thing differently in very
beautiful.
simple terms and simple language in order to let people think about the life around them and let people think of instances and experiences which they have already gone through and which they might now relate to very differently and draw conclusions from them which could be very different.
Absolutely. So with this, we are going to end today's edition.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
Vinit. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you
for
very much,
spending so
everyone.
time.
It was a
Yeah.
pleasure.
And we'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.